Thank you, Congressman Kennedy. I would now like to invite Congressman McMahon to speak.
You know, in this business, you never want to get up after a speaker like Patrick Kennedy, and certainly Joe Crowley, I know, was here, and Peter King, and Patrick. So in baseball, in the game of baseball, I would be the cleanup batter here, and then basically I would have to come and knock them all off the bases and bring them home. Here in politics, I don't know what we would call that exactly, Patrick, but thank you for your kind words. I'm also the newest member of the bunch. I'm a freshman, as we say, just elected in 2008. Like Patrick, I was elected to Congress when I was 29 years old. I'll be 31 now. And surely this, certainly this profession we've chosen, Patrick, doesn't age us at all, does it? No, it's wonderful. But this program, I think, is a great one. And I know that it started some 20 years ago as a way to bring young students from the north and from the south of Ireland to come here and find common ground here in Washington. And as the peace process moves ever forward and we come to final resolution of that, the program still is very, very important. Its roots are important, but also it brings young folks from Ireland here to Washington so that we can find together our common ground, our common heritage, and our common mission and goals in the world, which is to make sure that democracy continues to be the system of government that we fight for, we advocate for, and certainly becomes the rule of law around the world. Last year we had a lovely young lady from the north named Una, and this year we have a young man from Dublin. His name is Ian Plunkett, and he is right there. And Ian is a very studious young man. He works very hard. Doesn't like to, like the other Ian I heard about, doesn't like to go to any of the receptions at all, and he works very hard and doesn't enjoy himself. He's actually planning on he's got a dual career track, and we'll see how it works out, but I understand for the next year or so he's going to try his hand at music, and got his band. He's going to take his band on the road. And his default position is going into law. So, as a lawyer, I can sure hope you make it in music, my friend, because the law, you know, well, it's not so bad, but I hope you make it. But it's a pleasure to have him in the office. He's got great phone skills, I can tell you that. One time I called the office and he said, you know, Congressman McMahon's office, this is Ian. I said, oh, can I talk to the chief of staff? He said, who's this? I said, this is Mike McMahon. He said, okay, yeah, could you call him back in a few minutes? So I said, okay, well, could you just tell him that I called? So the chief of staff never called me back. So I think I came down the next day or two. I was up in New York, I guess, when I called. I come down, I said, Ian, did a guy named McMahon call? He said, oh yeah, that was some guy named Adam McMahon. And then I realized where he comes from. Maybe the McMahons are more common than they are here. So, but that was great, and he's a great young man. This is a great program. To all of you who are here visiting, we say, of course, you're all very welcome indeed. And let's hope that we all can work together in Washington to make sure that this program continues to flourish and grow, because it is very vital indeed. So thank you all very much, and enjoy this.